Hello and welcome back to Desmin's Creak, our 5th edition live play that meets Wednesday nights. Last time, the party made it back to the headquarters, escorting the two scientists from their party as the nephrite worm burned in the background. They had to deal with the difficult emotions that come with being a near-death situation to people who aren't often in them, which of course, as adventurers and being very frequently in near-death experiences, it makes them extremely not qualified to help people who aren't. But they tried. And eventually, they were able to help these people. They got them back to the headquarters, and they established a meeting with the Tiger's Eye to integrate them and their work, more importantly, into the Syndicate. This meeting had a surprise guest appearance by Vendar Draknir and his wife Lynn, who started off by taking a moment to dote upon their robo-son, and then entered into definitely not intimidating negotiations. We're offering you all of this, and you're not going to question it because you know who I am and how powerful I am, and this is a gift type negotiations with the scientists. And then the party was dismissed as probably rather more serious negotiations were entered between Vendar and the Tiger's Eye herself. And then eventually the party was called back in and paid handsomely. They were also reminded that such a windfall of income would not be the norm. Just this particular job ended up paying an unexpected amount due to factors that the party has no difficulty discerning. So, I want to start things just by doing a little flashback here, because there's a piece of information I want to give one of the party members that I think they'll be able to use. But as I want them to be able to roleplay their character and how they would share that information, it is the same night, so it is not unreasonable that it wouldn't get mentioned until now when things calm down. I'm going to take Spider into the closet to have a quick scene from earlier this evening. Back at the nephrite worm. So, if you're ready for it, we will go there. Thomas.
Okay.
All right. Hello, Thomas.
I've never been in here before.
I've never taken you to the closet?
No.
I feel a little bit bad about that, but welcome to the closet.
It was weird.
You're used to being able to chat up out there while I do things with other people?
What are they talking about you under?
They're probably talking about my bad haircut. All right.
Oh.
So, no, that's not true.
It's great.
Thanks. I definitely believe you. The nephrite worm. There is a party going on. This is prior to the tunnel rats.
It's not on fire.
Yeah, tunnel rats. It's not on fire. It's prior to the tunnel rats even coming in. The party's still just a party. And as you may recall, the adventuring party kind of split up and mingled around the room, watching for threats. And then we're slowly being called over to assist Morrigan as she was working the targets. Let's phrase it that way. And I will say that it is at this time that you, while the party is still kind of watching for threats and looking for, seeing what other kind of information they can pull out of this place, which is more Spider's forte anyway, prior to him noticing the group clumping on the scientists and joining them, you're going to catch a hint of something on the air. I want you to roll a perception test.
Spider's perception is quite good.
It's true. Well, I don't imagine you'll fail, but I feel like we have dice. Let's roll them. There's a reason we pumped these stats.
27.
27. That's
one shy of perfect.
That's one shy of perfect. Yeah, so this may have slipped by in any other situation, but this was one where you were on alert, you were looking for threats, you were watching your team, especially Morgan, interacting with these scientists, trying to make sure that everything was going to this loose plan that you had of protecting these people should something happen. You're the guards. You catch a whiff of fresh blood. And again, it's a party. There's people everywhere. There's food everywhere. Smells abound. So this, because of your high perception, does manage to catch your attention. And because of your 27, you are able to, should you choose, find its source. But I imagine you do want to.
Yeah, this seems like... It seems like it's something kind of out of place, so...
It is. It is a little out of place. Like, it's not that there's no blood here. There's no humanoid blood smell until this moment. All of it is the food, right? Meats and things.
And when we were meeting with Claire and Spider smelled blood, was that a fresh blood smell as well, or was it a...
That was fresh-ish. Like, it was definitely within, it was not more than hours old. But it wasn't like there was an open wound. So I'll say, like, you're sensitive enough to this to know if somebody is actively bleeding with a 27 perception check. This person
Spider knows blood.
Yeah, so you know that Claire was not actively bleeding, but she had blood on her. And you noticed that it only really hit you when she did things with her clothing that moved the air in that stale, stagnant place that you were meeting her in. So it was coming off of her body, but it was not freshly flowing. This is fresh blood. Oh. I don't have this going to the correct audio output. There we go. Ah, there's the music that I couldn't hear. I wondered what was going on. Anyway, this is fresh blood. It's not a lot of it. It's not like you're definitely following it to a pool of spilt blood, but somebody is actively bleeding just a little. And as you maneuver your way through this party of people moving from table to table, talking, chatting, sharing gossip, playing games, sharing food, making out, like this is an event. You are going to find that one of the servers here, one of the people who is catering to the party, bringing food around, is the source of this whiff of blood. And as you close in on this target, you're going to notice that the smell of blood is mingled with something else, something smelling more acrid, chemical. With your 27, you're going to find, as you close the distance to this person, even in the dim light of this place, you can catch a glimpse of a small stain on the sleeve covering their upper arm. This is definitely the source of the smell of blood and chemical. They must have some kind of minor wound, a flesh wound, if you will, concealed beneath their sleeve. They don't seem to be showing any pain. In fact, they're going about their duties almost ignorant of the fact that they are bleeding. What do you do?
So if Spider's next, he'll get their attention.
Yes. They're going to turn toward you, of course, and, smile at you. They have a tray of little finger foods in their hand, and they're going to ask brightly what they can get you.
Spider will take something off the tray, and then just kind of gesture to the arm. You appear to have cut yourself?
And they're going to look like suspicious and dismayed at you for a moment, and then they're going to follow your gesture to their own arm, which was holding up the tray, and they're going, you see them like visibly kind of like shrug their shoulders, not dismissively, but like impatiently, as they go, damn, I need to change the bandage.
You are okay?
Yeah, I can you look, this is a little unorthodox. Could you hold this a moment? And they hold out the tray of finger foods to you.
Yeah, Spider just takes it. He's just like that short circuit in the moment of like, how do you respond? He just like, if they offer the tray, just takes it automatically.
Nice. They're gonna pass this tray off to you, and they're going to kind of quickly look around to make sure that like everybody else, like anybody that they might need to be bringing food to, is distracted with other things, at least in the nearby vicinity. And they're gonna hike up their sleeve, and they're gonna pull out from like their apron belt a small white napkin, effectively, and begin wrapping it around the arm. But you're going to notice what they have on their arm is a tattoo. And it's a fresh tattoo that is bleeding. And that explains the chemical you were smelling earlier as the ink. But what's interesting is the shape of the tattoo. You recognize the shape of the tattoo as it emerges from beneath their sleeve. As you see several oddly placed circles, some dotted like eyes, looking out at you from their arm.
Okay. So, Spider, trying to be very nonchalant. That is an interesting design. What does it mean?
Oh, you like it? They say, like smiling up at you a moment before returning their gaze to their work, trying to tie this makeshift bandage around their arm without being noticed.
Spider is quite short. Spider's like 5'6" or something. He's not tall.
Sure. This person is androgynous. It's not obvious their gender. They are 5'6" to 5'7", maybe.
So they might be looking down on him.
But when I say look up, I meant they look up from their work, not up at you, necessarily. But they smile as they look up from their work at you and say, oh, do you like it? I just got it at a party yesterday. Not this party, obviously.
No, it would not make sense.
They tie the handkerchief and they take the tray back from you. They say, yeah, a friend of mine told me about it. It was down in the lower tunnels. This old They look around like almost like they want to share it, like they're eager to share this secret with you. Like, hey, I'm gonna let you in on something. They smile mischievously. They say, conspiratorially. Thank you. They smile conspiratorially at you as they say, there's a place where they once tried to build an underwater wharf for a new kind of shipping vehicle, but it didn't work out and the place flooded. Nobody goes down there anymore, so my friend found out about this place and arranged this whole thing, special illuminated fungi and everything. Great vibe. But while we were there, I saw this on the wall, and everybody was kind of copying it. We all thought it would look really cool. We don't know what it means. We don't know who put it there. Nobody goes down there. Definitely wasn't put there by the construction crews. But I thought, what a great way to remember that night, right? Why? Do you know what it means?
No, I have no idea.
Well.
So he's talking about this area where they were tried to build this thing. Does Spider know anything about this? Has he heard about this before?
Roll a history check.
History. The best, not the worst. It's a 13.
13. With a 13, you're not aware of this project exactly, but you are aware that in the time you've been here, while it is shorter than some of the others, but longer than someone else, you know that the city is constantly trying to develop, improve, make things better and more convenient using magic in general. And so there's always these kinds of projects where they're trying out new things to make moving goods and services, getting them to people more easily, more efficiently. So what they've said about this underwater wharf seems strange, but not like unusual. Like, it's the kind of thing you'd expect these weird mages to do. Probably like casting water breathing on people and putting a train down there or something like that, something that runs on tracks. But you don't know, you've not seen it. But that's the kind of thing that, like, the image that comes to mind when you think of the weird shit that they do with magic here sometimes, trying to make things better. You also know from your recent experience in the in-between that they're always trying to extend the tunnels, make more space for people, goods, and services here, and those, sometimes they run into trouble in the midst of it. Like breaking into the in-between unexpectedly and then having to build new tunnel walls to keep the tunnel separate from whatever's in the in-between there. So this story, checks out in as far as that's well within the realm of possibility of something the city would do. They're going to shrug their shoulders, still smiling, casting glances at the bandage, making sure it's not bleeding through already, and saying, well, my friends and I have taken to calling it the Mark of the Silent Watcher. Does that sound cool?
That is a interesting name. Kind of ominous.
But cool, right?
Yes, very cool.
Alright, tell all your friends about it.
I will do that. Where did you say this part of us again?
Down in the lower tunnels. I can describe it to you. Why do you want to go there?
I am very curious about this design.
All right, they're going
it does seem very cool.
They're going to kind of quickly run down like what tunnels you would take from here to get there.
I'm sure Spider's good enough at
remembering stuff like that.
Survival.
Yeah, probably.
Keep an eye on that. Yeah. So is it? Well, thank you for that. Very cool tattoo.
Well, if
And
you're going
I'll
down there to host a
hand
party, you better
back the
invite
tray.
me. Yes. They take back the tray. Right. My
What
duties.
is your name?
Riam.
Riam.
Yeah.
Very nice to meet you, Riam.
Very nice to meet you.
They call me Spider.
What? You could have told me we were using cool code names. I want to be Bandicoot. They look at you expectantly, waiting for praise of their cool code name.
The fuck is a bandicoot?
It's a native animal. I don't know, world nature.
My nature is not bad. That roll's not great. That is a 12.
A 12. I mean, you know that it's a big rodent that you've heard stories of. It doesn't live natively here. You'd be more likely to find one in, like, Shirkawa or Sylvanas.
It's a native animal. Is it? Yeah, but native of where?
Yeah. Native to this planet.
Like
Sorry, I think
everything is
globally.
native somewhere.
Everything's native to somewhere, man. So yeah, they want to be called Bandicoot. They're looking at you like, come on, tell me how cool my code name is. It's got to be at least as good as Spider.
That is an interesting name.
Well, so Spider. So good to meet you,
I
Spider.
thought so.
They smirk at you understandingly, and then they say, I have to get back to passing these out, but again,
And I have to get back to work as well.
if you have a party down there, invite Bandicoot.
Will do.
They're going to nod and return to their duties of passing out foods.
And then Spider will just make his way slowly back to where he was prior to the time skip backwards.
Yes, and then the fight happens.
Yes.
Alright, we will go back to the other room now. Alright.
Welcome back.
We're back. We have had our little flashback. That was fun. Now then, at the end of the last session, all of you had just received your payment from the tiger's eye, not spider, the tiger's eye,
No.
and you were...
That's supposed to be a secret.
Shut up. You were dismissed, so you may leave. It is late at night, probably, around when or past when you would normally have gone to bed in preparation for your next day. But, a lot happened tonight, so you may declare now where you would go upon being dismissed by the Tiger's Eye. We'll just put you out in the hallway here. Well, some of you anyway.
If we're milling about just before leaving, I will share.
Yeah. Yeah, you have this opportunity before anybody splits off down the hallways to go to wherever. Feel like I'm missing a token or two here. Where's Twilight?
I had moved mine up to the next floor because when you had said the meeting was over, so I just moved her to her room.
Right. That's understandable. So this will be in the moments before you go to your room. Anyway, so yes, you go out into the hallway to depart to your various personal activities. And then...
Spider is... Oh, I must tell you about some things that happened. That's the part before the fight. I happened to see one of the servers had a tattoo, and it was the eyes. that we saw on the as graffiti on the wall outside the temple of Arathis?
Yes. Temple of Arathis is correct.
That's interesting. It makes it feel more culty.
They saw it. They thought it was a cool symbol that they saw on the wall at a party down in the lower tunnels. They were telling me about it was being held in a place where they had tried to build an underwater docks, if that is familiar to anyone.
History checks.
Well, that seems like a possible lead.
Is the underwater docks something we would have heard of, or is that news?
History checks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Reggie, is there something you don't know?
Apparently. I got an 11. Because I
got
rolled
a
a 3.
Ray.
I got
Still better than me.
All right, let's do this
I got it.
shit systematically. Twilight, what'd you get?
I got a 9.
Get a 9. All right, Morrigan, what'd you get?
I haven't rolled yet because my tray is messy. Give me a minute.
Unmessy your tray. Reggie got a 12, you said?
11.
11. What did Desmond get?
16.
16. And, I mean, this is, local happenings, so, I mean, you can roll, Vulcan, but I don't...
Yeah, I figured there's no reason Vulcan would know about that, so I didn't bother rolling.
I can't think of a reason he would know.
Huh. Well, I am pretty sure Morgan does not. I'm just gonna see what my skill thing is. Is that history?
Yes, history.
5.
5? Okay.
What do I win?
5 and 9. Underwater docks sounds ridiculous and made up.
Yeah.
For the 11, and I think there was a 13.
Well, yeah, you know, it was a place from that game, right? The one with the plumber.
Yeah, that's the one. Everybody played a plumber. For the 11 and 13, this, you don't know what this project might have been. You'd not heard of it, but it does seem to fall in line with the types of projects like that the Mages Guild might undertake, trying new things. They are famous for, you know, going out into the tunnels and trying to work magic on things to make things more convenient for people. That's where they try to set up new systems. That's how you got the lighted tunnels. You know, some things work great, some things don't. 16. Desmin.
Yeah.
As a cleric of Arathis, you tend to be more in tune with the goings-on of the city around you, taking note of special projects or things that might require the attention of Arathis herself to see through. And so you do, with a 16, recall some years ago that the Mages Guild had been prattling on some nonsense that they were going to be able to no less than double the efficiency of the channels that meander through the city for shipping goods and people around by traveling beneath the water. You didn't get a lot of the details on exactly how this would be accomplished, but you remember that this was something that they were really excited about for several months, and then they shuttered the project, and there were some claims made to the city for workplace injuries.
Yes. I'm sure that he went over those files quite a few times.
But it does seem that at one point they tried to extend the tunnels well below ground level into the watery channels, and set up a wharf of some kind there where some underwater transportation vehicle, a wagon of the water, if you will, would land and disembark people and goods. And that it did not catch on. It did not work out. The project was ended before it could be completed.
I see. Well, I think I know where that is located. I studied it quite a bit until they decided to shutter the project.
Are you serious?
Oh, I am always serious.
It sounds so made up.
Well, technically it never came to fruition, so I guess it was made up, but the place that they tried to do it in technically exists.
Well,
Sounds
having
ridiculous.
a specific place to start looking is good. Because I think the rest of us had basically just uncovered go, like, deep. And you'll find it eventually.
Yeah.
Spider, I don't suppose this waiter with the mark happened to end up joining that third faction of fighters once things got out of hand?
No.
Wait, who's the third faction?
We don't know. All I know is they were beating up the rat mage, so good enough for me.
Rat mage?
Tunnel rat mage.
Look, how many times do I have to say, the enemy of my enemy is my enemy's enemy, no more, no less.
There it is.
Look, I'm not looking to, take them to dinner or anything, but if they're gonna keep me from getting blasted with magic missile, I'll aim for them last.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it is getting late.
Do we know when our leave is coming up? Sorry for cutting off, Lisa.
No, it's fine.
Yes, it was after this job that we had.
There's no specifics in your binder there.
No, I think it was we had scheduled it for earlier today, and the Tiger's Eye was like, actually, we're moving that schedule to after this job. And so it is now after that job, and thus we are all on temporary leave.
Desmin actually pulls out a form and, like, word for word, that's exactly what it says.
It's one of the
I
quintuplicants.
I was really hoping that form had a bite of it.
Maybe a little corner nibble. The Desmond just sighs. as
I
he
would like to
sees it.
say, here and now, especially with Twilight saying that, any paperwork he ever requests to be submitted from Twilight will now have a bite mark out of it. From Twilight, nothing else.
Biting her own pages before giving them over.
Desmond can't wait to make you do it over and over again until you decide to stop.
Won't be happening. If you want the paperwork, that's what you get.
Bite marks.
I mean, if you want whatever you want, you better fill out the paperwork correctly. That means no bite marks.
If I want what I want, I go and get it. Me being nice
Yeah.
is filling out the paperwork.
I would join in on that prank, but Morg is more the rat ate my homework kind of gal. She's not giving him any paperwork at all. Yes, I said rat, not dog, because she has a rat. I guess we have a dog now too. Where did that run off to?
It's with us.
You have an
Oh yeah, that's what I meant to ask last session. How did Nephrite and the cat get along?
The cat. Oh, Winston?
Sure. I don't remember her cat's name.
The Tiger's Eyes cat is named Winston. And the cat was basically asleep the whole time. So the cat didn't react. The dog was well enough behaved. Didn't bark.
Nephrite realized it was in his best behavior to not wake the cat. Or, best
interest.
not behavior, best
Oh, yeah.
best interest. That's the yep.
I mean, the
But
cat
it is-
gives
it is a
huge
dog.
anyways.
It is a dog that was in an establishment with a lot of other animals, so it's probably used to other animals. You can't have dogs and cats at the same time. I've had it.
Mass hysteria.
Indeed.
There it is. Yeah, no, so the dog's there, reasonably well behaved. This is a dog that, as part of the entertainment of the Nephrite worm, is used to being around other animals and not causing stirs.
We just stole that dog, didn't we?
Absolutely did.
We only
The
have
dog
stolen
followed
it.
us.
It's only stolen if it doesn't, make its own way up to the streets and someone else finds it.
So you're saying I shouldn't write up the adoption papers?
Unless you want them to be theft papers, no.
We found a stray dog. As Reggie's saying this, he is taking the collar off of the dog. We found a stray dog in the tunnels in the vicinity of a building that is no longer there and thus cannot house any animals. I mean,
And we're naming
he
it
pockets the
Nephrite.
collar.
And form done.
Twilight's just rolling her eyes at this.
No, you need to call the dog Jade.
Jade.
If we call the dog, he's like in a stage whisper, if we call the dog Nephrite, people are gonna start asking questions. But if it's Jade, that's another thing.
Why Jade?
Nephrite is a type of jade.
Oh.
Yes.
And he
Well,
just
in- in-
holds his
in-
like a
in
finger to
character-
his forehead.
Yeah, in character, Morgan has no idea what a nephrite is. She doesn't know gemstones.
Desmin fixes the sheet so that it says Jade. Alright.
Excellent.
It's now
No
Jade.
one will be any the wiser.
The special gift from your god that you have for this campaign, honestly, Desmond, is whiteout.
That's the real gift.
That's the real magic item you were given. Whiteout.
White. Yeah, with this group, I imagine he has to change papers all the time.
That's why he can get these papers done so accurately and so quickly, because he can just change them on the fly and people won't know. Nobody else has whiteout.
Nope.
Most people probably doesn't even read them anyway.
I'm sure that the Arathis people probably read them at least once before they have to put it away, and then they're like, all right, I don't need to read this anymore.
I think Desmond would have a stroke if he were to find out where Morgan keeps her papers. Which is just wherever they land.
Wherever they land. And here I was figuring once after you said that at some point in the campaign, Des was going to come across some room and it's just going to open the door and just all the papers just come flying out.
Just like the room with the gold, only now it's papers.
Yep.
Alright, so is there more discussion to be had about this, or are we going to bed?
And Spider is just going to let them know that he did get directions to this place.
So we have two people who know where it's from, where it is.
I'm following him. He gestures at Spider.
What? You don't trust me?
Given our last endeavor close to the Underdark and all of that, and directions, I think Spider's sense of direction is more consistent than any of the rest of us. So
that was the Underdark, though. That was the in-between. It's not the tunnels.
Listen, listen, it's okay. You don't always have to know where you're going.
I don't always know where I'm going, but I know where all the tunnels lead, at least.
I don't always know where I'm going, but I always know where I am.
Right here.
I don't even do that.
I'm not lost. The rest of you are lost.
I'm right where I need to be.
Oh, yeah. This is gonna go great.
Yeah, you can go look for underwater boats. And I'm going to take a nap, and first thing in the morrow, see if I can find a safe for my loot.
You mean your payment?
Yes. This much shinies behind the bar. That's like calling for trouble.
I can also launch them for you if you want.
I thought you usually took care of trouble, Morgan.
When I'm there. Most of the time I'm not.
Oh no.
What would Spider's normal income be?
Would Spider's normal income be?
There's like a thing in the book that lets you calculate that, but that's designed for a different type of campaign, I guess.
Yeah, your income is basically the same as everybody else that's in the party, because that's how we get paid.
Well, I mean, I also get paid from the bar, so.
I'm just talking about, unless Spider has a random other job as well.
He could. He doesn't share much about himself, so we have no idea.
No, he doesn't. I know. I'm just wondering for my own clarification. Like, I imagine it might be kind of payment might be inconsistent. It must be on sort of like a commission basis, as it were.
Within the syndicate, it is. You do jobs, you get paid.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, like, how well would Spider be paid? So, like, does he have like decent income, relatively speaking?
I would say that as the A-team, you guys live pretty comfortably, but like the disposable income you have is whatever you had from character creation plus what you've made over the last few missions. The assumption being that whatever you had more than that was being spent on living. The last few jobs have been, comparatively lucrative. It doesn't, it's expensive living in a city. Like, a farmer lives on, 50 gold pieces a year. You're probably looking at, 250 gold pieces a year. So a single job paying you 50 is pretty good. Maybe 500 gold pieces a year.
Just had an idea for something. I will send you a message.
Okay. Alright, so did the discussion reach a natural conclusion? Are people going to bed?
I have one question left for the party. Do we wish to try and meet in the morning? Or is that some sort of gathering time?
I'm going out shopping the first thing tomorrow.
Oh? Have a date lined up or something?
Just need a safe. That's it.
A safe. Ah. Right, money.
Money.
I have 50 platinum. I need to put it in a good safe. Well, this safe is great. It only costs 49 platinum.
Yeah, that's why you don't say how much money you have.
What? Why not? How could that possibly go wrong?
I just love the idea. I get safe. I have 1 coin.
Yeah. It's what you bought the safe for. It's doing its job.
Yeah, Scrooge McDuck has a safe space for his 1 coin.
Oh, is that the first dollar?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to ask. I can't remember if this was covered, but the manufacture of magical items, has that advanced any in the last 10 years?
Yes. Yes, it has. There are, there's practically a market now for such things.
Oh yeah, let's do a follow-up on my inquiry about said market. So I'll probably do that while, Morgan's out shopping.
I'm just gonna move the character tokens and the players to this map so that you're not just locked in place, especially since all of that's theater of the mind stuff. Alright, so I guess talk to me about this shopping. You have the quartermasters of the Syndicate, who are usually paid to acquire things, or paid for what they already have in stock. Or you can go and look for stuff on your own. How do you want to do that?
I'm going to look for stuff on my own. Stuff like this, I don't trust the shady people. I don't trust that they're not gonna keep an extra key or sell the information that someone bought it or something like that. Nah, this is something she actually wants to buy from someone trustworthy. Well, I guess he doesn't really trust anyone, but more trustworthy.
Okay.
Trustworthier.
I mean, so
More on the straight and narrow.
the quartermasters are quite trustworthy. It's kind of why they're the quartermasters. Did I get every token? 6.
Just I
There's
feel
only
like we're
6 of
supposed
you.
to trust the quartermasters since they're part of the guild.
They're part of the guild. They are. They keep track of what you have in stock and restock it, or take orders for what needs to be acquired and then charge you for it.
Yeah, it seems unlikely they would want to piss off the A team by stealing from them.
Yeah.
Guess you have a point. If they have a good one at hand, I need it now and not in a week.
All right. Remind me what the item is.
A safe, like
A
just
safe.
like just a proper safe to keep my cash in.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I got lost in the joking about it. Yeah, let me just check my little list here. The Quatermaster.
Question was just like adhere it to your weapon so you can just summon your coin with the same power.
So the Quartermasters are Ifar Lansing and Helen Primrose. I believe that I wrote down... Right, so Ifar is military equipment, and Helen is ingredients, spell components, and magic items, so safe seems like her purview. So you would go to Helen, who is a human woman, quartermaster of the Syndicate. And she's going to say, yes, we have a few safes in stock at this time. So there's some styles for you to choose from if you want. If none of them is to your liking, we can, of course, go to our craftsman or affiliated craftsman and put in a request for a custom job. But we do have a couple of very plain affairs. They lock, they're metal, they will hold a few hundred coins at least, and small items and trinkets. This one has drawers inside so that you can keep things nice and organized. And this one, they painted cats on it.
Why?
The person liked cats. This one's chasing a butterfly.
Okay.
Also, it's the only magical one I have.
Wait. Back up there. Magical? In what way?
Arcane lock. I have the
Arcane
password
lock.
for it.
Can that be dispelled?
Well, just about any spell can be. Just about. In some way.
If it's dispelled, does it have another safety, like a normal key, or is it just Arcane Lock?
No, there is also a key. Just people always feel safer with Arcane Lock because it also makes it harder to break. And it's not like anybody who isn't a magic user could immediately realize that there's an Arcane Lock on it, so they might waste a lot of time trying to pick it.
I do like that.
But you're going to have to find your own mage if you want to change the password, so unfortunately, you, me, and the original crafter of the safe will know how to open it.
I could figure that out.
Very
That
good.
sounds like a good one. How much?
That one is 50 GP.
I was waiting for 50 platinum pieces.
Yeah, me too. I was like, almost. I was like, that's why I was silent, because I was like figuring out that he said GP and not
50 PPs. I think we'll stick with GP. We're not going to use PP for platinum.
And no.
Oh, that PP.
All that PP. So much PP.
This group does seem to specialize in it.
Yeah. 50 gold seems reasonable.
All right. Are you going to give her 50 gold pieces or 5 platinum pieces?
I do have gold pieces. I'm gonna use the gold pieces because it looks less sus. And also, I didn't bring any other platinum pieces with me, I think.
How are you going to pay for it if it costs plat?
I would need to come back.
You're like, hold that safe for me. I'll be right back.
All right. The safe is a decent size. It's steel construction. It looks like you could probably fit, 2 human heads inside it. Pretty comfortably.
If you really wanted to.
Naturally, that's what you'd be storing in it.
What? That's the metric that they go by for saves. How many heads you can store in it.
His heads.
Intimidation method. When someone picks the lock, they just find severed heads.
The drawback is that it has cats on it. I'm sure.
There's cats on it.
Susan's gonna find that very cute, I guess.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of cats just painted all over it. In a bunch of different
to be honest,
poses.
Morgan doesn't care much about that. No one's gonna see it but her anyway. But it is funny because
One of the cats is just
this.
eyes in a little tree.
Because like this buff, scary tiefling woman has a cutesy safe. It's kind of funny. Everyone have their cute side.
The password is definitely not Hello Kitty.
It's actually Pickle Weasel.
That would be a better password, but honestly, the best password would probably be 4 words.
I prefer my melody.
My melody.
Was that a joke no one else got?
Nobody got it. I didn't get it.
Fine.
Somebody might have got it.
My melody is another character from Sanrio, same creators as Hello Kitty.
Gotcha. Then, yeah. Hello Kitty, my melody. Opens your safe.
Yeah, she's probably gonna see if she can find out how to change that. Might be someone in the party that knows how.
4 random words is very secure.
You can paint Winston on there to go with the rest of the cats.
Winston's already on there.
Of course it would be.
I mean,
That's why the safe is so heavy. Winston, get off the safe.
One fat cat.
Oh yeah. Can I lift this thing, or do I need to like have a
Your strength 16, right?
Hang on. I think so. Yes.
Yeah, you can lift it. It's heavy. It's not like it's easy, but you can lift it and take it where you need to. You buff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'll do that. Otherwise, I need to call for help from a certain kobold. But I'm good.
It's fine.
Well, at least you have
Jump
a
is
token
here.
for that kobold now.
Just lifts it over his head and carries it like it's nothing.
Where are we going with this?
Oh god. Okay. On second thought, I wouldn't want him to know where I keep it.
Chump
Don't
has
trust
dead
Chump.
rat just like that in his room.
I mean, you just have to not tell him the password.
You can leave him, he'll just break it open.
Just rips the door off.
I'm not sure if he can.
Magic or no
because of it
magic?
being arcane, because of it being arcane locked, you probably can't break the door.
I
The
just think
door's
it's
like, but he
tougher.
just
It
rips
does
the
not make
side
it-
off.
I just think it's harder to break, not impossible to break.
The door is arcane locked, not the side of it.
He just punches through the side of it.
Just rips it off.
Rip Vendar's bag of coins. First platinum pieces were stolen by somebody cutting his bag that was arcane locked.
Wasn't it Lynn that did that?
It was Lynn that did
Yeah.
that.
It was Lynn that did that.
She broke
Now
into
you're
your
together.
in-room. She broke into your in-room, stole like 3 platinum coins from your pouch, and then ducked out the window.
Love at first sight.
Oh yeah,
So that's just flirting for those two.
it really was.
It was.
It
Yeah.
really was.
Was this? I can't remember. Was this before Vendar was basically aware of everything that happened around him?
He had really high perception then, and she was one of the only people who could beat it.
Yeah,
Thus the attraction.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
pretty much, yeah.
You joke, but that's what happened.
I just say it in a joking tone. I know I'm right.
All right. Enough reminiscing. Who else is buying something fun with their newfound windfall?
I'm not necessarily buying something fun, but I do have to check up on the market search I had Primrose doing for me.
Oh, right. Nope, I forgot.
All right, so we'll check up on that out of character and move on for the rest of the session and come back to that next week. How about that?
Well,
Vulcan
they
would like
rolled a
to buy
3.
plate armor.
Yeah, you were going to buy armor?
Yes, plate armor.
Plate armor.
Yeah, we'll both buy plate armor.
You are able to buy plate armor. They have a couple styles of it. It's going to cost, the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, 1,500 gold.
Mm-hmm. They don't mark it up, but they don't mark it down either.
I almost had 1,500 gold, and then we got 50 plat.
It just means that you'll have some left over now. You can buy a hoagie.
Yeah,
You can buy a
I'm not
hoagie.
completely broke.
Look, you just get the nice paint job for the armor. Get some like hot rod flames.
It is going to be integrated with my body, so.
So,
Okay, so we're talking Iron Man colors
Extra
then.
gold.
That
Yeah.
costs extra.
I'm gonna send you
Ow.
2 magic items. You can tell me what the cost of them.
Sure. I will attempt to do that. Desmond.
Actually, I don't think I have enough.
You don't have 1,500?
I don't think I have enough.
You
No.
might have to bum some coins off your RoboPal.
So I'll just wait. I won't buy anything.
How much are you missing?
I don't know what is 50 platinum pieces again, and
500 gold.
yeah,
Yeah, so you
I'm
need a
missing 400. So
I could cover that.
no, I'm good. Splint armor's been doing all right so far. I can wait longer.
I really want the next thing that hits you to, like, hit an AC number that would have missed if you were wearing full plate. I really, really want this.
I feel like it happens more than you think it does.
Listen, I need you to remember these words. I'll save it for later.
Well, it's just continuing in this just in a different way. I'll save Vendar's money for later, or not Vendar. Vulcan.
All money is
Love
Vendor's money.
You love the V names, don't you?
I mean, it's a whole, like, a trend in their family. The voices, like, the V names are very common in their family.
Someone says that Raiken is still saving that spell slot.
But yes, I specifically chose a V name because I wanted Vendor to carry on that tradition.
Vendar, Vicaris, Vulcan,
Vesuvius.
Vicandrius.
It's part of the family now.
Oh no!
Lysandrius Jr.
Where?
I don't like the implications of that. Both of those exist. I knew about one.
I feel like that's just the clone of Vicandrius that woke up when he managed to blow himself up. So he's actually like Vicandrius the 8th or something at this point.
He's always prepared.
What about you, Reggie?
Reggie doesn't have any shopping to do or anything. He would have gone home to, spend some time with his wife, give her more context about the stew and all of that. But
Yeah, you already had someone do shopping for you.
it's true. Georgie is a great guy, and he picks out the best produce. He's got an eye for it.
That's
really
right.
does.
She would be cooking that meal that you had the recipe delivered the night before.
When the recipe, like the thing that was unknown, like the foreign dish, I don't remember from where. That was a thing that he needed to go and talk to the people about at some point.
But
so
the
she was
stew.
just cooking this stew. Yeah.
I just imagine she's doing that today because
Yeah.
it's a sleepless night.
Bringing some of the ingredients to the door is a good idea. I mean, it's good business that.
Well,
Listen,
but she will give you a container or two of the stew to bring back to the Syndicate to Synthus.
Excellent.
Imagine if we were actually sponsored by HelloFresh. That would have been such a good segue.
Eat fresh, even late. Alright, so I've given information to a couple people who asked for it. Did you end up getting spotted for your armor? Desmin?
No, I'm waiting.
Alright, Twilight?
my only thing is the cloak, or potentially the dagger we also discussed a while back, but
Right.
both of those I imagine will take more than time than we want to dedicate to this session.
Okay. We can talk about it between and, well, write better notes. More notes. I'm sure I have a note about it around here somewhere. It's just been crazy for months. Sorry.
No worries.
Anyway, then I got stuff from Spider. I got stuff. Morrigan, you wanted your safe. You got that. Desmond didn't get. So, is there anything else you wanted, or are you saving it for later?
Saving it.
I'm Rikening it.
All right, riking it up. Vulcan, you got your armor, and it's going to take you what, an hour to integrate it? More?
I think just as long as it would to put it on.
Oh, neat. Then I think that's 10 minutes for plate armor.
Yeah, because the integrating it's part of the armor specialty.
Cool.
So like when I set it as one of my either guardian or infiltrator, which I can change at the end of a short or long rest. So.
Okay. Alright, well then, everybody is done with their shopping. May amend your sheets. If there's anything I need to know about what you bought, please tell it to me via DMs. And so you return to the Syndicate, Reggie, as the others are gathering up after finishing their shopping the morning of their first day of temporary leave.
I gotta go drop these off, and then I will be able to get going with everyone. He has two, one with a little label that says Georgie, and one with a little label that says sent this, and he goes and delivers them.
Georgie grudgingly takes it, of course. At least you have been true to your word. You generally are, so it's not that it's a surprise. You really wanted
Oh, it was a
crab.
shit thing to ask someone.
It's a really shitty thing to do. Synthus is overjoyed. Immediately wants to warm it up a little from where when it cooled in transit, and begin imbibing the stew. So he's very grateful.
It's still going to take me a little bit to track down that recipe, but as soon as I do, he says this to
Dasha.
Insert other Dasha. Then I'll make sure that it makes its way down here.
She smiles very politely, and nods in thanks, saying, "Oh, as long as he's happy, then I can wait. Thank you very much. It was, very kind of you to do that for us."
Well, we're going to be co-workers now, so
I suppose.
a little kindness always goes a long way.
I suppose in a sense that is true. I hope that you will come and visit, though I do not suspect that we will be sent on too many of these more active jobs that others around here sometimes do, like yourself. I hope not.
I think there'll be plenty for you guys to need to be able to do over here with whatever's going to go on in whatever lab you're in, and all that stuff is way beyond me. But I'm looking forward to dropping by after knocking on the door and making sure that nothing's going to blow up in my face when it opens, whenever I can.
With stew in his mouth and very visibly chagrined. Sentence is going to say, "Nothing ever blows up. It just does unexpected things at times that weren't planned for."
Okay, well, I'm going to make sure to knock and make sure that there's a response that is giving me the all clear to walk in, so nothing unexpected happens as soon as I walk in the door.
If anyone asks when you hear something from out there, just let them know that it was a spontaneous, unplanned disassembly.
Excellent. Spontaneous, unplanned disassembly. To a layman, that might sound a lot like something breaking without, not on purpose. But
No,
I'm
just
sure.
call it SUD. Give it an acronym.
Luckily, we are surrounded by much more understanding and experienced people of fathomless knowledge.
Absolutely.
Now, excuse me while I disassemble this stew.
Not too suddenly.
What? Damn. I'll have to get more. So, you depart them and rejoin the party. Some of them have fancy new things. Specifically, Vulcan, what do you look like now that you've got armor integrated into your body?
Well, I did already have armor integrated in my body. It's just now plate armor as opposed to scale.
So does it change? Do you want it to have changed the way you look? Is it more obvious in some way?
I guess it's sleeker.
Sleeker?
It's but it's pretty much the same.
Looking good, Vulcan?
Yeah, because I have two armor modes that I can set it to, and they look different depending on which one I have. And I usually have the Infiltrator on, but I haven't used the Guardian yet.
Makes sense. So yeah, he's slightly different, but not enough that it's
maybe a little bit bulkier.
There you go. Not so much that it's impeding his ability to infiltrate. So, you all gather up, having completed your shopping tasks, your visits to home, your armor integrations, your planning. Spider, you have directions from the Nephrite Worm to the place where this person witnessed the symbol they based their tattoo on. And Desmin, you had went over records of the project, so while you've never been there and don't have directions to get there, you are aware of where it's supposed to be from those records.
When Vulcan bought the armor, he also bought a shield.
Oh.
Gonna put
Is
in
that
his bag
also
of holding.
integrated, so it like comes out or something, or do you just wear it?
He would probably just have to wear that one. But...
Why is it on some spring-loaded contraption that shoots out your ass?
If he could integrate it, like if he would allow that, then
Ass
yeah, he would
shield.
totally integrate it into his arm.
I think that the way your body works and integrates other armor, I think it's not unreasonable to say that it will add some bulk to one arm, specifically, like look like some kind of a bulky bracer, but it will unfold into a working shield when you need it to.
Inspector Gadget.
So that aesthetically it's still part of your body. Mechanically it'll function just as normal, but we just explain it this way. How does that sound?
Okay. Yeah, this shouldn't stop him from doing anything, right?
That should stop them from doing anything?
It shouldn't stop him from being able to do anything, right? He's...
Not unless it is out, and then it is as cumbersome as a regular shield, in that while you're gaining the benefit of the 2AC, you can't do two-handed actions.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. So, you have the information of where you might begin your search. It is early enough in the day that you've got plenty of day left ahead of you to go and do anything you'd like, really, but this investigation. So, do you wish to proceed to this place?
I do.
And are there
I
two
do.
groups, one following Spider, one following Desmin?
Are we expecting a fight? Should I be stealthy? Or should I go for my other one? I think I'm asking the party. What do you think?
I mean, I would be unsurprised if some of our actions eventually lead to a fight down there. We're going into less savory areas, and we're dealing with this. We
Do we
don't
have any need
really
to be
know.
stealthy?
I look at Desmond, probably? Desmond, probably. And also, like, down at myself. I'm just like, I mean, some of us aren't the most stealthy, but I suppose it's not a terrible idea to make sure that people that we're going to be coming across don't necessarily know exactly how many of us there are.
Team Clank for life.
Are we all together, are we?
I think so.
Okay, well with that, like Spider, really, don't worry about stealth. I can help with that.
I'm going to try my other suit then. I'm going to switch to the Guardian mode.
Oh, please describe how changing looks.
Well, he does it during a short rest, so I guess I assume, could I have asked this before, like last night before we left, and then just, so like when they see me in the morning, I'm just in the other suit.
Sure.
It is the same armor, so it's anyway, it's I I guess like the shoulders, it looks a lot bulkier. Like the shoulder, it's got like big shoulder pads and the
Or
shield
80s.
thing on its arm, and the hands are particularly large. Thunder gauntlets.
Now you look like a beefy bunny. Bunny cat. Cabot.
Yeah, and it's a different color as opposed to like a
Kangaroo.
gunmetal, like the other one. It's like a brandish copper type deal. It's like a almost gold, but not gold.
So is it like the pink of fresh copper, or is it the green of tarnished copper?
Yeah, it's not. I was thinking kind of like a bronzish.
Or the yellowish orange?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, rock copper is interesting because it's very, very pink.
Huh, didn't know that.
Yeah, it's unusual to see raw copper, just because it's either alloyed with something which just changes its color drastically, or it's aged, which makes it like a dark brown with green tarnish on it. Alright. Then...
So are we splitting up or are we walking as one group?
Thought we were walking as one group.
Spider's leading one group, Desmond's leading another group, which is following Spider.
Got the stealthy group up front. No one can see them, and then you got Team Clank in the back.
Team Clank for life.
For
Well,
life.
Regardless of what the marching order is, I'll be trying to keep myself out of torchlight in case things. Well, I've got the tunnels, so that's not really a thing.
Yep. Damn their
never
newfangled
mind.
magic technology, making it so that the tunnels are always lit.
We need to find out if, like, magic aura might be a way around that.
Oh, there is. I imagine that there is a way that there has to be, like, let me rephrase this. I imagine that in a world where there are groups like the Syndicate that operate in daylight but still do shady things at times, they have ways of manipulating areas so that they won't be spotted and things. And I imagine the tunnels are something that they know how to manipulate the glyph of wardings so that they are off temporarily.
Yeah. I was referring to a specific spell, magic aura, because it changes what you're detected as by divination magic, which could avoid triggers.
Yeah.
So that's why I was curious if that might work.
I mean, it probably would work, I think so, but I'm also just saying, like, I think they have a way of manipulating it so you don't have to be a magic user to do it.
Fair enough.
Just because that feels in line with things they would know, like the Syndicate would know how to do and would have its operators know how to do for when they need it. Like, it might not be something that you can do on the spur of the moment, but, like, if you can, like, I'm going to enter this section of tunnel and then manipulate this so that the detection isn't working for 20 minutes, you can do that. You know how. And it takes you, a minute or two to set up. That makes sense? Alright, so stealth team, roll me stealth. Clank team, roll me clank.
Which is just shitty stealth.
How
I
long?
didn't say that.
How long do we anticipate it's going to take to get to this place?
With the directions you have and correcting for the starting point being the Nephrite worm, you imagine that a normal brisk pace walk there is probably 45 minutes. Trying to actually be a little bit careful and not run into anything without knowing what it is first, you're looking at a little over an hour.
Right, because I can cast Pass Without Trace, but that only lasts an hour. So...
But it also means that you can afford to be slightly less careful. So you could get the...
Yes.
You could potentially do it in a single casting.
So... But... From the Nephrite worm, we know we're going into... Was it the lower tunnels? Is it into the in-between we're going, or is it just lower tunnels?
Lower
we're not
tunnels.
going as far as the
Just
in-between.
lower tunnels.
So the normal place 45 minutes, but I have an idea that so much of that is safe to travel without really being too concerned about stealth, and that it's...
I mean,
There's,
that
a
kind of
point where
depends
it's
on, if you're concerned about anybody, maybe knowing the direction you're going. But if you don't feel like, if you pass a tunnel rat in the hall and you don't mind that they know the direction you're headed and the time that you're out, then you could just consider it safe. Like, in general, if you're not, on a job, most of the clans don't mess with each other too much in between. They tend to be getting information, of similar things going on around similar times, so that's when they tend to clash. One trying to mess up the other's hold on a payday.
Yeah.
But, pass each other in the hallways, and maybe you, fucking snap at each other like in Grease, but you're probably not gonna get into a cat fight.
Yeah, so, I just meant, to save a little bit of time on, to have a bit of extra time on the casting, rather than cast it at the Nephrite worm, wait 15, 20, whatever minutes, just to have a little bit more time on the end once we actually arrive where we arrive, rather than having 15 minutes of Pass Without Trace when we get there. We might have 25 minutes.
Yeah. Right, that is, as long as there isn't any reason, that's what I'm saying, is as long as there isn't any reason you think that you don't want somebody to know, even your starting point and initial heading, then yeah, there's no reason to cast Pass Without Trace right away.
Yeah. I would be more concerned with,
toward the end.
being undetected when we arrive.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah. Are you heading to the Nephrite worm to start from there, to follow the directions they gave you verbatim?
Yeah, I think that'd be the most sensible.
Okay. So that means, it might take a little longer from there, so yeah, good idea not to, I was thinking you would, adjusting to cut out having to go to the Nephrite worm first, but if you want to go to the Nephrite worm first, then yes.
If it's on the way.
It's not. The Nephrite worm is out of the way. Oh. It's not like it's on the other side of the city or anything, but it's, an extra half hour of walking.
Oh. Well, whichever way is quicker.
Yeah, so just taking the instructions you had and then remapping them back, instead of to the Nephrite worm, back to the Syndicate headquarters is going to get you there a half hour quicker than would have been, which is the numbers I gave you, the 45 and a little over an hour.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will cast... Let me just see how I do. I think it just casts... I am... Plus 2 counts. Okay.
Plus, who knows? There could have been hijinks if you went back to the nephrite worm area of the tunnels.
Yeah. So, after about 15, 20 minutes, Spider will stop the group. He'll do whatever it looks like. And everyone gets a plus 10 to stealth.
All right. So, Team Sneak, please amend your sneak rolls with a plus 10. And Team Clank, please amend your clank rolls with a plus 10.
Yeah, I waited to roll until after this discussion because I figured it was gonna matter.
I clanked good then.
Dice isn't happy with me today. Since we have a plus 10, I think we'll be good.
Yeah, I don't think pass is gonna matter for for Desmin.
So let's see.
Or disadvantaged sneakers.
I didn't even have to. I'm disadvantaged. I didn't even have to freaking roll a second die. It was that bad.
Got 1.
Yep.
Oof.
That's unfortunate.
A 1 with a -1 to stealth.
So you're a 0.
Well, plus 10, right?
That's, yeah.
And you got a 10. Good job.
Yeah.
The highest stealth you'll probably ever roll.
Ken got a 21 with Pass Without Trace.
So you rolled a 0 and then added pass and got 10, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent.
I'd just like to say I rolled the second die and I rolled
It was
a
also a
19
1?
on that one. No, I rolled a 19.
Why would you upset yourself
The
like that?
disadvantage really matters.
I had to see if I
had to know.
Yeah.
My life is not better for it.
I could have been a 28.
All right, so I heard a 10 and a 21. Reggie, what you got?
20.
20. Spider, what you got?
37.
37.
He's like Vendor.
Morgan, what you
He's
got?
gone. 24 with the Pass Without Trace.
Nice. And Twilight, what you got?
25.
So it's really just Desmin.
Desmond just fucks the group over.
Like he's going alone.
Everybody here is like sneaking real good, just like shadows passing through shadows. And then there's just this guy who's a netting full of pots and pans, tripping over every cobblestone as he goes.
Look, he's the distraction.
Everybody else hides better because the enemies are looking at this guy.
Well, he's in Team Clank, right? So if we like split up a little bit, like have a distance between us, then the stealthy ones will be far ahead.
No, this isn't Team Clank. This is Team Freeform Drum Session.
This is Desmond and the... Hey, where's everyone else?
Desmond and the Desmond cats.
Desmond and they... I'm sure there were other people around here a second ago.
Oh my gosh. Alright. There we go. So, you make your way down these tunnels, strolling as a normal day until it's time to pass without trace. The tunnels are filled with the assortment of people you expect at this time of day. People going about their day-to-day lives, merchants, traders pushing their wagons full of wares, rattling through the tunnels, echoing conversation bouncing off the walls, and the occasional other gang member that, either doesn't notice you or eyeballs you, like constant eye contact as they pass by. As you go, and then pass without trace time. Most of the team begins, stutter stepping, basically. Moving up, checking, waiting for anyone to pass, moving to the next shadow. Finding any way to look casual and nonchalant and, like you're supposed to be there kind of deal. Meanwhile, Desmin, just literally clanking along and greeting every person that walks by, like, hey, how's it going? Nice day, right? Yeah, we're definitely, not off to anywhere suspicious. Don't worry.
Do you have a permit for that?
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Stopping people along the way. It seems like you're carrying an inordinate number of items on that wagon. You realize that there's an ordinance, a city ordinance, written here. 12 items of this size or greater per wagon, with an addendum for 30 more of this size or smaller, and you seem to have exceeded that by a lot.
Gonna need you to turn around. Or dump some of it off.
You're going to have to split it off into a second wagon.
By the way, have you checked out this failed underwater dock place?
Natural one.
I'm going to check it out right now.
My friends are around here somewhere.
Yeah, we are way ahead of you.
There's just people around going, we don't go that way anymore.
So what I'm hearing is we left Desmond to follow his own directions.
Hey, just because he's not stealthy doesn't mean he doesn't know where to go.
I'm aware, but if we leave you to follow your directions, we might be far enough from you that your path still can affect ours.
Alright. You do eventually come to grab all these guys, just toss them out here. The paths that take you to the lower tunnels and into the section where this project is supposed to be. And it is, as you approach here, that there is, warning signs posted up on the walls, saying to, be careful, slippery surfaces, please report any water leaks, recent damage to tunnel walls has made the area a potential hazard. Nothing stating that any project was done here. Nothing stating that there's any kind of city works at all, anything in progress or shut down at all. Just everything stating, hey, this area is water damaged, and if you see anything that looks hazardous intruding into the main tunnel, it should be reported immediately.
Well, if it's not hazardous, I'm going to make sure I'm at least armed before we go in the next step.
At least what before you go in the next step?
To make sure I'm at least armed, to make sure both my weapons are drawn.
Okay. Anybody else preparing themselves like this?
I got my axe with me this time, instead of having called that.
I want to confirm, we have had a long rest since last time.
Yes. Yes, sorry,
Yeah,
I
we
did
had to
not
sleep.
directly state that, but yes, you have a long rest as of now. Obviously, you went to bed and then you went and visited your wife. Everyone got a long rest. I should have directly said that. I'm sorry. Alright, so if you didn't mark yourself having a long rest, please mark yourself having had a long rest.
So it's dark in there, is it?
Yeah, it's dark, but you can see the area is still like it's like there's hazard lighting. The lights down that way are like it's dark, and then as you get close to it, it sort of lights up with a dim orange. Whereas everything else is like a crisp white blue. What?
The spider's going to summon his shadow
Alright.
and just send it in just to kind of scout the way as far as he can, just to see if there's anything, just to see what he can see, and then he's going to bring it back.
Okay. And you see in real time, right? You don't have to wait for it to come back to see what it sees.
No, we're seeing retard, like a familiar.
Yeah. All right. So looking through its eyes, you sidle up to the doorway here, which again, signage saying like maintenance work in progress. You know, please stay away. Extremely hazardous. Like flooding risk, drowning risk. All these kind of signs that are just going to say, hey, keep clear of this area. There's work going on. Sometimes just stay out. That's doing there. You form your spider. You gather your power into your hand, and the shadow coalesces, and your fuzzy, hazy shadow drifts in. Through its eyes, you can see, as a tunnel passes through the door, it narrows out, and then there is it almost looks like a round hole in the wall that is it glistens with moisture in the orange, gently pulsing light of the area that you lit up by coming close. But as the shadow gets closer, you notice that it's not like a wet, glistening wall with a hole in it. It is, in fact, like water that is flowing and moving, but stopping, like there's a transparent barrier there or something. And in the midst of this square hole in the wall, there is a round hole in the water, like a tunnel through the water being held open by unseen forces. You press the shadow further.
So everyone is just standing around. If they're watching Spider, every now and then, he's this does not seem like a good idea. Oh, I do not like the look of this. They have no context.
Do you see any of the symbols? Reggie says while playing rock, paper, scissors with Desmin, who is...
I can't hear you.
Yeah, Spider can't hear you.
So despite not
Your face
hearing...
tells me if I ask you if I talk louder, can he hear me, the answer is going to be no. So I'm not going to ask that question.
Despite not hearing Reggie's question to you, as your shadow is around a corner near the trickle of water, which is shaped unnaturally, you are going to see several of these many circled images with the dotted eyes, but all of them are crude. Much more crudely, like, they were always crude, right? But these are almost like they were done by a different person, because, like, the other one at least had, there was the 3 or 4 places that you've seen it so far, while they are not identical, the positions of the circles and the rough sizes of the circles was fairly consistent across the 4 examples you've seen before. This is like there's a bunch of them drawn all over the walls, and they overlap each other, and like the circles are all different sizes, and some have dots where they usually do, some of the dots are in different circles.
This is like, if you were trying to get a read on the mental state of the person who drew them, you'd be like, the person who drew them at the Temple of Arathis was calm and collected. This person is not.
You also will notice that as the shadow presses forward toward this water tunnel, no further lights come on. It doesn't seem to be triggering whatever causes the tunnel to begin to glow when a person is in it. However, this allows you to note that around these and over these and across these and through these myriad images drawn all over the wall here, there are glowing smears of some viscous substance which have clearly been left behind by fingers and hands. Very likely humanoid. They don't appear clawed or anything like that. It looks like somebody had some glowing viscous solution on their hand and they pressed it against the wall while perhaps not trying to make a handprint, but while doing something else, and then left behind a partial handprint or smeared fingerprints.
It's just like where they were balancing or
yeah, putting their hand against the wall to reach up and draw higher.
Okay. Well, if that's about as much as I'm going to get, I'll draw back the shadow.
I mean, I've asked if you wanted to send the shadow further in. This is just what since you didn't answer that question, I'm just describing what's in the area that you sent it to.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Okay. Do you want to send it further in, like into the water tunnel?
No.
No. Okay. You draw back.
So once I get it back, I blink as vision returns, and stand up, and I turn to the group and go, well, I see what they mean about underwater tunnels. There are plenty of those symbols in there. Not the same as the ones we saw exactly, but you will see that. I did not see anything else, really. And then I'm just going to slip in.
So, like, Reggie's still looking at Desmond, is like, so by not the same, you mean like we might have been led here by somebody trying to get us to, where the fuck did he go?
This head just kind of pops around the corner, just like... you will see, it's not... just seems like it was done by a different person.
Then why do we bother going further if this is a dead end?
Being done by a different person doesn't make it a dead end. It makes it more information.
Stay
The
safe.
head pops around the corner again as, you must see what I mean by underwater tunnels.
Reggie
Maybe
starts
in
heading that way.
Is I in the water right now?
What?
No, that was like out of character. Like our spider.
No,
currently
I
in the water.
didn't get it. What was the question?
Like, are you in water?
No, we're all still in the same tunnel.
Okay. Okay.
Is it we're at the entrance into this other area, and Spider just keeps slipping in and then popping back out again to answer questions because he hasn't gone that far.
Yeah, that's a good thing because it kept saying like slipping in and popping out. I was like, wait a minute, are you slipping into the water and coming back out? It's like,
As you are all like following or hesitating to follow or causing Spider to not continue leading you into here, all of you are going to begin to hear voices echo through the tunnel. Dim at first, but very quickly you begin to hear more distinct chatter of unfriendly voices saying, "I'm pretty sure I saw him go this way."
like behind us or ahead of us?
It's a little hard to tell with the way the tunnels are echoey, but probably behind you.
Okay, I am following Spider right away.
As you're
All right, everybody in the boat.
Moving into the side path there, past the warning signs that say "Do not go this way, drowning hazard," you begin to hear, "Come on, man, these places are dangerous and creepy. He wouldn't go this way. He's a mama's boy."
Just imagine Desmin responding to that. Hey. No, I'm not.
Desmond doesn't even have a mom anymore.
That's why he worships Arathis. She's his mom.
In that case, he
Good
really is
point.
mama's boy.
It's a complicated relationship.
Just for clarification, I was pass without trace means that we leave no evidence of our passage, so there are no tracks or anything.
Right. But because
Unless we have
sneaking through this place is a like charismatic thing as much as it is a I don't get seen, it's a in some ways it's a people don't think it's out of place for you to be there because of how you carry yourself. Your friend with the 10 was definitely, while they're not leaving any trace of their passage, they talked to a lot of people along the way, including.
I
told them where they were going.
I just meant physically. So like they might be like, oh yeah, we saw them going down this way.
Yeah.
But like once they get to a certain point where no one saw us anymore, like there's no we haven't left any physical tracks.
That takes the form of as you enter this place and your spell is still in action. On you, you notice that the light that came up here dims out very quickly. All the lights that you were lighting up along the path dimmed out much more quickly than they normally do as an effect of the spell. So the orange light that illuminated this area, indicating hazard, is going to go out quickly as you pass through here, so that somebody following you isn't going to see it and know you went that way, hence pass without trace. But as you enter this side tunnel, which is very much a side tunnel, like you kind of get the idea that maybe at some point they were hoping to be able to expand it, but as an initial experiment, an initial foray into this unproven architectural idea, they picked a strong wall, built another wall on the inside of it to double reinforce it, to like a bulkhead basically, to give an airlock of a sort, and then blew through the outer wall into the river. And what you see as you follow Spider into this chamber is, as he described it, a water tunnel. An underwater tunnel. There is a square cutout in the wall, and the mingled sunlight, the mobile shards of sunlight, as broken by the surface of water, play across the floor, as in that square hole, there is water coming right up to where the wall is. Like, if you run your hand along it, there is no seam between where the stone ends and the water begins. and there's just this square of missing stone replaced with solid water. And in the middle of this square of solid water, there is a hole. And this hole, as you look down it, you realize is a tube, for lack of a better word, of air that goes straight out and then bends to the left through the water. Like the water has been shaped like a solid object, even though you can still see particulates of the channel floating through it behind what appears to be a solid surface of water that neither ripples nor moves on its own.
Yeah, this is giving me, like, this is out of character. This is giving me bad flashbacks. So the last time you were in a creepy tunnel filled with water.
Probably
in the
not
other
gonna
campaign.
be a
Cube, is
gelatinous
it?
cube.
You first.
So Spider now, at this point, because he hasn't done it before, is going to touch like the wall of water
Yeah. It's
just to see.
really weird. Placing your hand against the wall of water, it resists you almost like it's stone. Like, it isn't like touching a marble surface. It's not perfectly smooth and unmoving. You notice that you can kind of feel the current of the water beneath your fingers, but you are not able to push your hand through it and out into the water. It is solid in that way, but there is still this dynamism to it. Like the surface itself is still able to move just a little. Like you can almost push your hand into it. You feel like if you pulled your hand away after putting force down, you'd be able to see an imprint of your hand still pushing in the surface, but that does not happen.
When I put my hand away, is it dry?
Your hand is dry. You don't have any droplets of water on you. You don't take anything from the wall when you touch it. It's like the water became gel, almost, but a very solid gel. Gelatinous, even. Cube-like.
Well, if it was a gelatinous cube, it would suck him in. But
Yes.
I would like to try varying pressure. Like, does it seem to resist more the harder you push?
Yeah, basically, like, you feel like when you're just touching it, like, there's a little bit of give that you can feel but not see, and then as you push harder, it just seems like it does not give any more than that. Like, that's the extent of the give to it.
And if you push lightly, does it seem to push less? Like, if I try to go, like, super slow, do I get any further?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not responding to how quickly or how hard, it's just it only has a little bit of give to it. And then it is solid.
The spider is just like, I don't think we should be trying to break through the wall of water. Especially not in a tunnel.
Anybody who wants to may roll Arcana.
sure, why not? You never know.
Maybe +1.
That's magic, and it's weird magic, I think.
It might not be
With
magic, I don't
my-
know.
I mean, yeah, like, it, honestly, even odds, it's not magic. I got a 4 because I roll. Oh, no, wait, I'm a halfling, so when I roll a 1, I get to re-roll.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
I
crit. This is magic. And I got a 23. That was very funny, honestly.
I got an 11.
Alright.
I got a 7.
A 7. Twilight.
18.
18 for, alright.
I guess the Spider
got-
Morgan is like, this is spooky, we don't like it.
I got a 15.
15. And Desmin.
17.
17. Alright. My friends 15. My friends at 14 and below. You don't know how this is being accomplished. Like, magic, to say it's magic in this at this time is the same as to say something is magic in our world. Like, you don't understand it, it's bullshit, this shouldn't be possible, somebody has done something hinky, you can't explain it at all, and it might kill you if you get too close to it, or look at it too long, or breathe through the wrong orifice while you're in close proximity to it. 15 and above. You are aware that this is extraordinarily likely to be magic. Somebody has spelled this place in some way to shape the water, to hold it back and make it into these solid forms, but only at its very edge. You don't know the spells that did this, and you're not positive it was magic spells and not the magic-like effects of some crazy creature, but you are confident that it is likely to be magic, and therefore likely a person, a mage, did this for a reason. And that all plays into the city wanting to do projects, would employ the Mages Guild to try new and fancy bullshit until it doesn't work. Now, 23. This is most assuredly magic. In fact, because of your deep connections to the city, its underworld, and its overworld through your family history, you know that there have been quite a number of mages through this particular branch of the guild who specialize in the manipulation of the elements in this way.
Waterbenders.
Huh?
It is waterbenders.
Waterbenders, yes. God, I'm having a problem in my brain because the only school of magic coming to me is an Elder Scrolls one called Alteration.
Transmutation?
Thank you. Transmutation. You know that the leader of the local Mages Guild, Nalia, is a master transmutation wizard, and this type of thing is not only right up her alley, but something that she has enlisted or tutored the other mages of the guild in the intervening years between now and the Draco War. So, not only is it incredibly likely to be magic, but it is incredibly likely to be guild magic and very likely a pet project of Nalia.
Okay.
So we're definitely not breaking it. I'll be very clear on that fact.
Imagine what could be there.
That's what you get with a 23 Arcana. Baffling luck.
She went this far to hide it.
Yeah, I don't know how much of that he shares with us, though.
Reggie shares it.
Okay.
I think he starts with being like, "Hey, in all of that paperwork that you saw, Desmond, about this project, did you happen to see the Archmage's name listed amongst the contractors? Because I think she should have been."
Can Reggie or
with your 16 history, you do remember that the Mages Guild was specifically contracted onto this project, and while there were several names on there, none of them was Nalia's on any of the paperwork you saw.
Okay. Was there like redactions that I could
somebody else at the bottom?
Well, they'd be black. They wouldn't be white out. They'd just be black. Like
yeah,
black
they use regular redactions. He's the only one who can redact in a way that nobody can see it was redacted. there were not any redactions. These are these are records kept for the purpose of making sure things are done properly, and therefore records don't get altered in that way unless there is some major corruption going on behind the back of the Temple of Arathis.
Okay.
These did not have any redactions. However, specifically Nalia's name wasn't on there. However, but the Archmage was one of, like, the... What's the word I'm looking for? The only thing coming to me is producer, which isn't right.
Foreman?
She's the executive producer. She was, like, one of the...
Patron? Patron?
Not patron. I mean, accurate, but I just meant, like, one of the people who initiated the project. So...
Stakeholder?
Porter.
Yeah. More like it was something that, while the Mages Guild was contracted to do it, it was sort of like a reverse Uno thing, where the Mages Guild was also the ones who proposed it to the city, and then the city contracted it to them. Because the city said, yeah, that sounds great, why don't you go do that? If that makes any sense. It makes sense in my head.
Desmin will relay that to Reggie to answer him. That she wasn't listed
By name.
at least on the books, by name.
Fair enough. I think we should be extremely cautious with this.
That's putting it lightly.
Those voices out in the tunnel are getting closer.
I think those voices want us to not be as cautious as we want to be with this.
We could fight them.
If we do it out there, not in here.
Well, we could toss one of them in there and see what happens.
If we fight them, we do it out there, not in here.
You know, fun.
I'm plenty fun. I don't like having a mage at my ass. Unless it's you.
My ass anytime.
Giggity.
So, are you going to go out and confront whoever is potentially following you? Or are you going to...
Spider is gonna... Yeah, the Spider's gonna... we did not come here for the fight. So we should just wait and see if they pass us by.
There's little enough space here that if you remain in this area and they pass by, it will likely light up because of their presence, and then you'll be visible. So you really have two options. Go and confront them, or go into the water tunnel.
Have people actually looked at the symbols on the wall?
Oh, fair question.
Water tunnel.
The walls, as Spider had told you, are plastered with these symbols of the many eyes, or the many circles with dots, whatever it is they are, which seem to resemble eyes. They are very clearly all drawn by different people with different interpretations on what shape a circle should have, but also the exact placement of these things within the symbol, and which of the circles should have a dot in it. But
I imagine one of them is actually like triangles with dots in them.
looks better this way. But also, especially with the area's light off, you can see that there is this glow. It's bright. The smears on the wall are glowing brightly. They're definitely like left behind by hands being pressed there and swiped away, but it doesn't look like there's any intentionality behind it. They look like incidental handprints, but whatever it is some kind of viscous, mucusy substance that glows in shades of green and blue and purple.
Say we go into the water.
You first.
Okay.
Spider takes a step in.
Already in here.
Okay. So, at least 3 people have said, I'm going, and Steph...
Well. Said, well. And then Reggie
Let's
follows.
keep going.
Alright. Reggie... And... So, Oregon, are you going in?
If there's no screams.
Yeah, you know what they say, in for a GP, in for a PP.
Goddamn Christ. We're never saying that again.
That's the new party catchphrase.
I hate it. I hate it here.
No, if I don't
it
hear
should
the
be
screams,
in for a
I will.
CP.
No, if I don't hear
No,
any screams,
no,
I will
that doesn't
follow
work.
in.
Jesus Christ. Elisa, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, if I don't hear any screams, I will follow in.
Okay, you don't hear any screams. Twilight and Spider
Screams don't carry underwater.
Water's definitely not a better transmitter of sound than air. Twilight and Spider being the first into the tunnel. You are going to note first that it's a rather narrow tunnel, much narrower than the tunnels that you live in and commute in. And it is, so it feels a bit claustrophobic in that way, but also really open just because you can look out through the walls, and what you see is the broken light of the afternoon as it cascades down from the surface. The river's about 15-20 feet deep here, so there's still water carrying down to the bottom, and you can see, random stone. The place is carved, like all of the channels in the city are man-made. They were all built and filled, so you can see that the place is this brickwork up the walls and across the ground, but still, just in the passage of time, there are, other debris that have been deposited here. There are stones and shells and things. There are knives and paraphernalia of humans dropped into the water at different times, and there are grasses and weeds growing up between the stones that were laid, a decade ago. It's an interesting view of a world that you never really think about, because the river is just that other road in the city that the goods that help keep businesses alive and the Syndicate moves for them take to get to these places. Beneath it is something else. I don't know if your characters individually know how to swim even, but you are underwater, and normally you don't see very well underwater, but you can look out and see the river around you as little schools of small fish drift by.
Is the outside of the tunnel also like solid? Like, if fish come near to the outer edge of where the tunnel is, do they kind of just bonk off it?
Yeah, I mean, they almost seem
around?
to know it's there, so you don't see them like slamming into it, but they definitely swim around it. Like their swim pattern is affected by its presence as they avoid it. And that same sensation that the walls have just the barest hint of give before they are totally solid under the touch is one of the oddest as you step upon this thing, and it's almost like your foot slides just like a half a millimeter forward with each step. You almost feel like you don't quite, like you're about to slip, and then it's like you're on dry stone again. No one screams. The other interesting thing is that you find the walls of this tunnel are also smeared with the glowing mucousy trails in the shape of incidental handprints and finger swipes and the like, and footprints on the floor, shoe and bare feet, shod and barefoot, I should say. Definitely humanoid.
They're heading in the direction we're going.
Yes, there is only an entrance, like, there is a tunnel, it's not a corridor. There don't seem to be any branches to this thing. It just bends around, and then it opens up into this area here that you see before you. The tunnel widens out into an almost rectangular oblong room. This stone here under the light is built up looking to be something like a platform. It's reminiscent of a dock, but made out of fancy stone, but it has these square patterns on it that seem to indicate something is supposed to be placed there.
Is this still under the water?
Yes, all of this is underwater. You are looking at the wall, which extends up above the river, of course, that you would see as you crossed over bridges, but you are beneath the surface of the water. Move the slicer up to kind of show there is a dock above you.
So we're in sort of like a room that's been excised from the water, but these stones are in the room with us. They're not under the water. They're protruding from the water.
Right, and they are definitely separate from the stones, like, but in both, like, intent and in style, from the stones that make up the actual, like, channel. So they were added afterward. Like somebody tried to build an underwater dock here.
I see.
And what you notice in this area as it widens out past the narrow tunnel that gets you in here is that the area is a mess. There is glowing moss growing out of certain places, or perhaps deposited, but smeared all over the place. There are clay and pewter cups strewn about. The whole floor of this place is just a glowing smear of color, as though this glowing substance was dropped there and then trod upon and then danced upon and then rolled upon.
We are outside of water now, right?
You are breathing air inside what is effectively a room of which the walls are made of water.
Okay.
So where the stone ends here, the air ends.
Why do I get the feeling no one has been here for a while?
You actually get the feeling someone was here extremely recently. A lot of people.
Oh. Because of how you said, like, the moss and such, it sounded like it was, like, nature taking over.
Yeah, that's the odd thing, is that moss is only in here. It's not anywhere else.
It's my nature. I want to have a look at that moss and see if I know anything about it.
Nature roll.
Does
Reggie.
it sound like the people are passing by outside?
Good point.
Is a 21.
21. Twilight, good point. Yes, actually, you do hear the people get closer and closer, and you hear them saying, "I am so certain I saw him go down this way." And another one says, "If he'd gone down this way, the light would be on. But they're all off, and there's danger signs everywhere, so can we please leave?" This argument goes on for only a few moments before they do seem to carry their conversation elsewhere, the voices drifting away down the tunnels and becoming indistinct.
Just want to make sure we're not being chased while the other investigation's going on.
So, 21 on nature. Yes, you do know that this is a glowing moss that is native to the Underdark. It does not tend to grow in places above ground or even underwater here because it needs that specific climate and lack of sunlight. So somebody transported it here.
We want to see if the moss has anything to say.
You
Speaking
can do that.
of,
Moss is a lichen, not a plant.
There's enough plant in it, I think.
The mushroom counts than lichen does, right?
Sorry, Elisa first.
Oh no, I didn't say anything else. Then you can do that. Like make the moss talk.
Okay, now Twilight.
yep, sorry. How are the non-dark vision members seeing? Because I know halflings don't have it.
The area is decently well lit, just because you're now outside during the day. You're just under 15 feet of water. So it's
Okay.
and it's a hazy light, but it's
So then-
decent light. It's dim.
There's a moss that only grows without sunlight
Uh-huh.
under the effects of diluted sunlight.
Yes. It shouldn't
Okay,
be.
so I want to make sure I'm understanding that
Yeah,
correct.
it shouldn't be
I'm
here.
just making sure I'm having all the facts here.
Yes, you are correct. Those are the facts.
The
To
spider
Morgan.
would
Oh,
relay.
yeah. Go ahead.
No, spider would relay, like, the origin of the moss. And when he realized, like, it's supposed to grow in darkness, and he's looking up at, like, this, I suppose, like, speckled light. And he's looking around. And he's like, this should not be growing here, so obviously it has been transplanted. Also, we are not in the Underdark.
Oh, we can ask it if it knows anything about the people that moved it here. Maybe if it likes being here. That'd be interesting.
Maybe it likens being there.
Hey.
Oh, but I like the idea you can't speak with plants, and all of a sudden all you hear is screaming.
Just don't blow my joke out of the water before I make it. Get it out of the water because you're underwater now. Thank you. So, are you speaking with Lichen?
Yeah, unless anyone else chiming in that they think that this is a bad idea, then I'm going to start casting. I guess it's a single action to cast Speak with Plants, so I cast Speak with Plants.
You should do it. Everybody loves Lichen.
Don't confuse Lichen with Raiken.
Everybody loves Lichen.
The day is mine. The day is mine. The day is mine. I mean, the night is mine. The night is mine. The night is mine.
The night is mine.
You cast Speak with Plants, and very quickly what you find is that your ears fill with a rasping hiss of discomfort as the mounds of mush around you wheeze and choke and cough.
Doesn't sound like you're all doing very comfortable. I was going to start with asking how you are, but like I don't even know that I need to ask that question. Reggie does like squat down and like trying for like eye level, like he's trying to get as close to the plant that he's talking to as he can, because it seems the polite thing to do.
Yes. The plant that you're attempting to talk to is going to respond, and other nearby plant voices are going to overlap with it as you hear, pain. The water isn't water. Stone is good, but too much light.
The water isn't water? I mean, it's some kind of fucked up magic water, but...
Cannot use it. It does not nourish us.
Oh, did they make it so none of the water drips down like it would in a cave? That's kind of just impolite.
No cave. No cave.
Reggie
Actually,
pulls
yeah,
out
doesn't
his
seem
water and like dribbles some around for the moss.
Water. Water, glorious water. So
Okay.
weak.
Well, so they weren't getting enough water here, and they don't like the light.
Tristan,
Okay.
I see what
Well-
you did there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Actually, so when Reggie says about like water not dripping down, do we notice that it's actually what's the opposite of damp?
Dry.
Arid?
Yeah, arid. I'd have gone for dry, but yeah, arid. Yeah, it feels like, with the exception of the humidity left by recent occupation, it's pretty dry in here.
If you pour water onto the surface of the magic water, what happens to it? Does it stay on this side of it?
It's getting too meta. just merges with it and becomes unusable again. Water becomes
throw
water.
just like a bunch of water, and then just the tunnel is that little bit narrower as it just spreads around the entire
You just sit there with like a canteen and drip it out, and it goes into little towers like the solid water. The hot ice, you know that stuff.
Yeah.
I forgot the chemical formula for it, but yeah, hot ice that lets you like basically make stalagmites by just dripping water, like instantly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's called hot ice. Anyway, I think that would be awful. So while funny, it should definitely not work that way. Though it might work that way just a little, and maybe that's why the project got put on hold.
They're just like, we need to take this back to the drawing board.
We have some kinks to work out. Jared's just like, do you have to call them kinks? The Lichen does not seem to like this place. They were grateful for the water you gave them, but the general consensus of the mush around you seems to be, get us out of here.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do you know anything about? We'll take you guys out back to. I guess you'll have to give us some directions to where we should be taking you. Like, where is actual home?
No sun. What?
Yeah, there will be no sun there. We'll take you back to the Underdark, but I want to know about how you ended up here in this bad place.
Humans, humanoids, elves. Carry, transport, leave, trod, trample, abuse, eat.
Eat. Reggie After with that, Reggie like looks at the moss with a different kind of eye.
There's like this pause, and the moss goes, "I am delicious."
You know, I bet you are, but not like right now because with the how dry you are and
There's a
the sunlight,
blueprint
it's
on
causing
this
problems.
particular patch of moss.
I mean, that'll wash out. You know, I mean,
That's what she.
I mean, if it wants to be eaten, it's parasitic, so you really shouldn't.
Shh, don't tell him. He might not know.
I mean, would you rather eat something that doesn't want to be eaten?
I do that all the time. Called eating.
Did not enjoy meeting the feet.
Do you know why they brought you up here? Did you overhear them talking about things as they moved you to this terrible, terrible place?
Fun, excitement, entertainment, enjoyable party.
They brought you up here for a party.
That is a cult. I called it.
It could just be people looking for drugs, man.
It's a rave. I needed the glow in the dark.
Are you a drug?
Yeah, instead of drinking the Kool-Aid, they're eating the moss.
Depends.
When
It depends on like how you're processed or like
Who, what eats what, how?
who are you a drug for?
Any, some, none, all.
This is not as helpful as I was hoping. Squirrels, okay. I mean, that is a clear answer. I'm surprised, given that.
Elves.
Okay. Maybe we don't take all of it to the Underdark. Like it's like a whisper. Like he like gets up and just like whispers to everyone to sort of hide that from the plants, who can still hear him because of the
Yeah,
nature
of course
the
they
smell
can.
and everything. But like, there might be something to this drug. It's worth investigating, I think.
Just a small chant begins to rise from the walls. All or none. All or none.
They want either all of it to be brought with us, or all of it to be brought to the Underdark. You don't want us to separate you. You like each other.
Friends. Hospitable. Safety. Numbers. Family.
And this moss is a family with each other. You can't separate that.
I mean, technically it's one plant, right?
Except,
Just
That
like
might
in
work
Resident
then.
but not. Purple. Fuck you!
I'm getting lost here.
I like the idea that all the moss is like a collection of voices that are kind of... They're delivering the same message, more or less, in... Like they're reading a thesaurus. Like you're getting the same message slightly differently.
Different
Then
words.
occasionally there's one voice that just said something completely different. And it's like, fuck, Jeff, stop.
I mean, I just imagined that you were saying they're all family, they shouldn't be separated, and then all of them said except Purple, and Purple goes, fuck you!
Okay, so we can take that one.
We are at time.
We are, yes.
As much as I love you talking to this psychedelic moss, we
I
can
got a
pick it
kobold
up.
friend who I think would like.
We can pick it up next time with chatting with psychedelic moss.
Reggie didn't cast speak with plants, he just tasted some of the moss.
Sitting there with like, ah.
Everyone else around is like, the fuck are you doing here?
Amazing.
Have you
All
seen
right.
that movie, The Stuff?
The what?
The Stuff. There's a
No.
movie from the 80s called
I've
The
never
Stuff.
heard of that
At the
movie.
intro, it's just the intros of the movie is there. It's a it's like they're drilling for oil or something like that.
Mhm.
And it's at night, and there's like this foreman or guard or whatever. He's walking around, and he sees this white stuff bubbling out of the ground. It's kind of like melted marshmallow.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What is this stuff? What's going on here?" And he reaches down and he touches it and he smells it. It's like, "Oh, it smells really good." And he tastes it. He's like, "Oh wow, it tastes great." You're watching it like, why was that your like?
Why is your first reaction to something bubbling out of the ground to eat it? All right. So with that, we will see you next time on Desmond's Creak. Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.